It has been pretty surprising that the Note Max is actually darker than we were expecting. The screen background is darker than other Carta 1300 devices we've used. It's darker even than Carta 1200 devices that we've used. And time will tell just how much of an issue that will be. I mean, it hasn't got a front light, but that's why I'm here in the orangery for this little bit, because give it plenty of light and it just won't be an issue at all. And yeah, as I say, I'll live with this for some time and I'll let you know. But certainly the screen size and the pen feel, everything, the speed of response of the screen, all of those things are way better than what we've had before. It's not a major issue. It's not something I think, it shouldn't stop you from buying or enjoying this one. It's something to be aware of, that maybe it's not the perfect device. But there's it side by side with the Go 10.3, and the Viwoods was the one that really was noticeably lighter than both of them, and a more pleasing color as well, I would say. It shouldn't just make you think, God, no. You know you're gonna have to light it well anyway, because it's not got a front light. It shouldn't totally put you off, in my opinion. It's possible that I got a slightly darker one, maybe because of manufacturing tolerances. I've looked at other people's videos and I kind of see that their screen is slightly lighter than the outside, whereas mine looks about the same as the edge. I don't know. I think it's probably the same as other people's, really. It is more of an issue in a darker room. You can just see mine is, I think, slightly lighter than the edge, but not by much. And I do just love all of this room. But then there's the ghosting, and the ghosting is actually in line with the 10.3, the Go 10.3, which is a non-BSR device. So I think we were all expecting the BSR to perform better than this, but you can really still see a lot of the icons there. You can still see a ghost of the image behind that. And that's a bit of a surprise. And if this device had been sold as a non-BSR device, then I'd say, like, yeah, of course, it's just a larger Go 10.3. I'd be quite happy with that. And in a way, I don't think Boox can win here because, well, they've sacrificed the screen performance for battery in the Go 10.3, and everyone was really happy with that. They were like, I don't really miss the BSR. I'm really happy that we've got a good battery performance. But then this device comes along with ghosting, and because it's got BSR, everyone complains about it. I don't think it is too concerning. It shouldn't really just like make you think, gosh, I'm definitely not going to do it. Happily, the battery life does seem to be quite good here. Not as good as fully non-BSR devices, I think, but time will tell with that one as well. But in a way, I think we're all just wondering, why didn't they just call this a Go 13 and not advertise the BSR if it was in there at all? Just have it really good battery life. And yeah, it's just a bigger Go. It would be absolutely brilliant. That would have been a really easy sell, to be honest. And then they could have come later with a Tab X2 perhaps with BSR. But it is really special, and having used this for a week or so now, I can tell you that I do love all this room on here. And the thing is, it is only about 1 or 2% darker than the Go 10.3. And if you're used to using e-ink, then you don't really mind a little bit of ghosting. You kind of understand that's part and parcel with the territory. But look at that, it's just not as good as one would expect from a Boox device. And something I've been thinking about quite a lot as I've been reviewing this device so far is this kind of adage that reviewers have, that you don't review a device on updates that might happen. You review it on what there is right now. And frankly, that ghosting is not as good as it should be. It's just a bit surprising. I think that's the main thing here. I'll keep you updated if they do update things, and I'll keep you updated if I hear anything from them as well to explain that performance. I'd rather have black and white with ghosting than a collider-free, this darker screen and grainy layer. Yeah, I think JF, I think you've really hit the nail on the head. Like, but there are some people are screaming for this to have been a color with BSR color device with a front light as well. Maybe I was expecting too much, you know, that's the thing. This is my point. I'm like, well, the Manta didn't disappoint at all. I was completely, like, exactly what I was expecting this to be is exactly what it was. Maybe the only thing that I wasn't expecting, the only thing I'm slightly disappointed with is the actual folio doesn't feel quite as high quality as I was maybe expecting it to be, but they have gone for something that's easy to clean. That's their kind of, and it's going to be hard wearing. And I think the elastic, they spent such a lot of time responding to people's complaints about their pen loop, but the elastic pen loop is not for me, the option. I don't know, I haven't tried swapping it out because it's not that big a deal. But they made such a big deal and they've given you like 4 pen loops in the box or something like that, including the ones you can cut. But apart from that, the Manta was exactly what I was expecting, whereas the Boox has got a really nice case now, really lovely textures on here as well. I would have loved to have seen a stand-up case as well. But yeah, the colors are great, I was just expecting a little bit less ghosting, but hopefully their algorithms will improve and that'd be really good. And I was expecting that background to not be quite as dark. But again, it isn't a problem. These are nitpicking. They aren't going to cause me issues when I use it.